Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Love in Riyadh show. Today is the 24th of March and today's episode is about something you don't always notice right away. But when you do, it says a lot. It's about calm, about reassurance, and about the small moments that quietly reflect something bigger. Let's start with something that caught a lot of attention recently. The sound of a warning alarm. Now, usually when we think of alarms, we think of urgency, tension, reaction. But what stood out this time wasn't the alarm itself. It was how people responded. In different moments captured across the city, people were seen just continuing. Some were walking, some were sitting, some even resting. Not ignoring the situation, but not panicking either, just calm. And that kind of reaction doesn't come from nowhere. It reflects something deeper, a sense of reassurance, a level of awareness, and most importantly, trust. Trust in the systems in place, trust in the people handling the situation behind the scenes. Because when you know that things are being managed, you don't feel the need to react with fear. You respond with calm. And that's what made these moments stand out. Even during Eid, a time of celebration, family, and joy, the atmosphere remained steady. People were present, grounded, composed. And behind all of that, so there's something we don't always see. The people working quietly in the background, the ones on the front lines, monitoring, responding, making sure everything stays under control. And maybe that's where the real reassurance comes from. Knowing that while life continues as normal, there are people making sure it can. Now, from that sense of calm to a moment that reflects something just as powerful, but in a completely different way. This one is about Eid and a gesture that traveled quite a distance. A Sudanese man shared a video that quickly touched a lot of people. His Saudi employer had traveled 435 kilometers just to celebrate Eid with him. Think about that for a second. 435 kilometers just for a visit, not for work, not for anything required, just to be there, to share the moment. And when you see something like that, it shifts how you think about relationships. Because this wasn't just employer and employee. This was something more human, more personal, connection built over time, showing up in the simplest but most meaningful way. And that's what made the moment stand out. It wasn't loud, it wasn't planned for attention, but it carried weight. Because sometimes the most powerful gestures are the ones that don't need explanation. Just presence, just showing up. And when you look at both of today's stories together, they actually connect in a really interesting way. One shows calm in a moment where you might expect fear. The other shows care in a place where you might expect distance, but both reflect something deeper. A kind of quiet strength, a sense of trust, a sense of connection, a sense that people are looking out for each other in different ways, whether it's systems working in the background to keep things steady, or a person traveling hundreds of kilometers just to share a moment of Eid. These are the things that shape how a place feels. Not just what happens, but how people respond to it. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for tuning into the Love in Riyadh podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcast from.